Okay, so probably not the worst I've seen, but I just can't get over the legs on both of these. Like, how are these dinky little legs supposed to support these animals? How is that going to happen? The proportions here are completely off in so many ways, and man, that stegosaur has a giant head. That is a genius among stegosaurs. Stegosaurs are known for having fairly small brains for their size, but this one is the Einstein of stegosaurs. Also, why is the giraffe at Titan's 1 foot backwards? You broke your ankle, probably because your tiny legs cannot support your great weight. Look, never skip leg day, people, I'm just saying. You may think this image raises questions, but how do you know that brachiosaurs didn't have laser eyes? How do you know? How do you know that? You don't know. No one really knows. Just because the paleontologists say it's not possible doesn't mean it wasn't. I mean, they could have. Just have an open mind, people, okay? You know, outside of something like The Land Before Time, seeing a sauropod smile is definitely disturbing in some ways. He's really excited about that snow, though. This means Christmas is coming. I'm not even sure I can call this inaccurate. Just the angle makes it look bizarre. Though it is nicely textured and well drawn, so I suppose we can only call this one mildly cursed. Okay, that, on the other hand, is full tilt. Why, how did you even, why would you... I am a dinosaur. That's kind of where we're at with it. Okay, seriously, what's with the legs? And why would you ever... Did you want long legs in your stegosaur? Was that really important to you? What possible basis could this have? Oh, right, none. Look at this distinguished gentleman. He caught himself a very poorly molded fish. But at least he tried, you know, I'm just saying. You may not respect him for his appearance, but this is an apex predator. Not gonna lie, I kind of like this one. Like, he looks a little derpy, but like in that really wholesome sense. Like a big silly dog. Like, yeah, he obviously has no thoughts, and his one brain cell is working overtime to keep things rolling. But man, you can't help but love him and want to give him pets. Okay, look, I think I found what might be the least accurate rendition of a Tyrannosaur I've ever seen. And I've seen a lot of inaccurate renditions of Tyrannosaurs. I don't even know what that is. It's like they said, alright little Timmy, I know you're only 3, but I'm gonna need you to draw a Tyrannosaur, and we're gonna base the entire sculpture off of your single drawing, and this is what we got. I'm not really great at drawing, but I'm pretty sure I could do a better job than that. I stand corrected. Perhaps this is in fact the least accurate. Like, what? How did you? What the heck is going on? Who thought that was a good idea? What's hilarious about it is it stands out so poorly, because the ones in the background don't look super off. Not great, but definitely better than this. I don't know what's going on here. I don't know why they did this. I don't know why they even bothered. But hey, it makes for something unique to look at, I guess. Whatever. Hey there, children. You guys wanna buy some drugs?
No, children. Don't buy his drugs. Buy my drugs. They're much better.
This is clearly the result of an animal that did those drugs, actually. And somehow this Triceratops has evolved a clear lack of a front horn, which is weird, but also a gaping mouth. Like, that's almost a carnivore's mouth. Like, why would he need that? And is it perpetually stuck open? Is he just sitting there all day, every day? Like,
Rah! Look at me and my mouth. Don't mind the horns, just look at the mouth.
It's like an amalgamation of a Triceratops with a little bit of crocodile DNA. Maybe this is a reject from Dr. Wu's lab. I don't even know anymore. Also, his leg's broken. Probably get that looked at. This isn't too bad. I almost didn't put it on here, because I could put this on regular paleo art, because this is clearly an honest attempt at a Spinosaur, but man is he skinny. Like, clearly this Spinosaur is starving to death, and the head is way, way, way more like a Suchomimus than the Spinosaurus. But they are closely related, so it's not the worst mistake I've ever seen. I just couldn't get over how frail this animal looks. Like, where's the food? Someone feed this guy. He's going to starve to death in about 5 minutes. Speaking of more honest attempts at paleo art, here is another one that, again, wouldn't look cursed if not for the bizarre placement of things. Because that Rex in the background actually looks pretty spot on. I really like that one, but the one in the front is at such a weird angle that the head looks like it morphs into the body. Like, there's not even a separation where the neck should be. And the arms, oh goodness. Okay, I guess the arm on the right, which would be his left arm, it looks fine, but the arm on the left, which would be his right, appears to be coming out of his lower jaw. implying some form of bizarre birth defect. The fact that this animal could even get to adulthood with such a deformity is impressive and demonstrates the resilience of the Rex. Also, wow! I just noticed while looking at this, his tail is huge. Look how thick that is. Why is the tail so big? I mean, they did have big tails to balance out their heads, but not that big. Yo! This T-Rex has just seen some things. He remembers the day the stars fell. At nights, he can still hear the screams of his family, his children, as they all burned underneath the hot ash. And in the end, only he was left standing. Their cries for help echo deep in the fabric of his mind. The sulfurous fumes they burned. Oh, how they burned, children! Hello, I am a dinosaur. Ho, 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 ho. I'm not even mad at this guy. He's doing his best. Dr. Wu, what is this? What have you done? The Indominus was one thing, but this is, unneeded. This animal has no neck. Where's the neck? I'm convinced it's only still alive because it's fueled by hatred of its own existence, giving it at least one thing in common with most of my generation. So I get that. Next time this artist has a thought, they should just let it go. It'll save us a lot of pain in the future.
I am very thirsty. Please give me some water.
Who beached the plesiosaur? This isn't even cursed. I know exactly what happened here. This is one of those nature parks or zoos that wants to have a dinosaur exhibit just for funsies, and those are nice, but they really wanted an aquatic reptile, but didn't actually have a budget for any real water features, so they just stuck a plesiosaur on land in the middle of the forest. Like, how'd you even get there? What happened to you? I'm sorry you've become a display of the slow, painful death you're going to experience because you are completely removed from your natural habitat. Dr. Wu! Stop! Why? What is this? Why would you? I don't even know how this animal would ever hold up their head with the horns. I think this is supposed to be a sauropod mixed with a ceratopsian, but that's kind of my issue. The head's gonna be way too heavy that way. But then again, the neck isn't as long, but the legs are. And why would you even need the horns? I guess I like the coloration, but yo, no, this animal, no, stop playing God. I am drawing the line now, right now. Stop it, right here. Enough is enough, man. You are out of control.
It's Christmas. Merry Christmas.
So I like to imagine this is like Dr. Wu's first draft of the dinosaurs or something. Like the first batch was just pretty rough. Is really where we're at with it. See, now I know exactly what this is. This is a theorized evolution of the Troodon, if they evolved more along human lines and never went extinct. Also, it is a perfect representation of my friggin' nightmares.
And we see here a pack of Tyrannosaurus rex in their natural habitat. These creatures lack sufficient balance, and it is unknown how they are ever able to secure any food.
Now, on one hand, this is pretty cursed, but on the other, I think we need to talk about the fact that somebody sleeps in here and apparently is able to get a good night's sleep in here. And it's a concern. I have some concerns. See, this dinosaur just looks like he's judging you. Like he just said, like, the most offensive thing in the universe. And he's like, I cannot believe you would say that to me. Like, I can't tell if he has some kind of superiority complex or really what's going on here. I just want him to stop looking at me like that. It's awkward. Now, I think something's missing here, but I can't quite put my finger on it. I'm sure if I look long enough, I'll figure it out. This has to be some kind of SCP. I refuse to accept any alternatives. Seriously, what else could that be? This isn't even cursed. It's just from some bad mobile game that apparently thinks implying reptiles are dinosaurs. Common mistake, I know, but it came up while I was searching for cursed stuff, and it bothered me. It's a wonder how this particular creature could possibly survive at all, but apparently he was able to catch a fully grown human at some point. So I mean, can you really judge him? Can you? It's Easter! Merry Easter! Why is this T-Rex giving us baby doll eyes? Why? Why is he doing that? Why is he doing that? I can only imagine this is some kind of advanced big brain hunting mechanism, luring us into a false sense of security, making us believe that, oh, it's so cute, before he bites our faces off. That's literally the best case scenario for this, because any alternatives are actually more alarming than that. You got long arms. And your neck appears to have been twisted all the way around. That probably hurts. You should see a doctor. I presume this is one of the last things you see before you die. Less curse, more threatening aura. Okay, wow, didn't know we were going on the list of xenomorph T-Rex over here, but, no, that is nightmare fuel. There is no other way to explain it. Less nightmares with this one. More taking the tripod very, very, very literally. Also, Barney coloration. Interesting choice. What happened to this animal? Put him out of his misery. Because everything is pain. I don't like the way this Spinosaurus is looking at me. Also, the head couldn't be further from a Spinosaurus if you tried. Also, rah! Why? Why is this happening? Why? This is the cover of a book! The cover! The cover! Oh my goodness, you guys. Strawberries! More tripod T-Rexes! But he looks like a nice guy. Little more wholesome than we're used to around here. No thoughts in this creature. Only leaves. No thoughts! Only leaves. No thoughts! I can't close my mouth! What? I don't even have a joke for this one. Why does everything... there's so... Wow. See, I don't even have the words. That's literally where I'm at with it. This exists. That's all you really need to know. Ah, good. I knew eventually we'd find some clearly AI art of dinosaurs. And yes, the AIs do deliver horrific abominations to us. I don't know what you expected. Also, I don't think this animal has any legs in the back. They're like only partially formed. Dr. Wu couldn't dream up an abomination like this, okay? It took the work of an actual computer to make the most horrifying thing imaginable. Wow, this is where technology has gone. This is where we're at with it. Welcome to the world of tomorrow! This statue isn't too bad. I actually thought it was made of Legos at first because of the weird effect they got going on in the head. Also, he's purple. Like, very, very, very deep purple. I mean, I guess if you want to get technical, we aren't really sure what color dinosaurs would have been. At least not all the species. They might have been purple. You don't know. You can't assume anything. Also, he looks like he's about to eat me. Scary. Oh lord, he long. Look at this long boy. I think the tail is longer than the neck. Interesting. Not the worst I've seen though. Just very, very, very lizardy. Oh, no. Oh, I knew we were gonna get to something like this eventually, but I was hoping we could put it off for a while. A sexy bundle of dinosaurs. A dinosaur erotica story bundle. By Christy Sims. Christy, no. Absolutely not. This is a terrible idea. No. Bad. Keep your desires to yourself, ma'am. Please. This isn't even cursed. This is just hilarious.
I want to speak to your manager!
I am the manager.
Roar!
What, there's 2 women into this? Adriana Lovely? That's not even your real name. Why do I feel like this is Christy's pen name or something? Also, I love it. This is the nerdy, sexy dinosaur erotica bundle. What's nerdy about this? What are you trying to suggest? What is happening over here? I'm in the bad part of the internet. I thought this was a statue at first, but this is actually AI art. I know this because AIs are really good at giving things extra appendages they don't necessarily need. I'm not even sure what dinosaur it was going for. Like, it looks like a head of a theropod, but the body of I don't know. There's a lot wrong with this dinosaur that clearly has a birth defect. AI is just draw it yourself. You know, at least a child's doodle of a dinosaur is recognizable as one. It's not horrifying. I've deliberately avoided those kinds of images because, I mean, they're just kids' drawings. But this is a sophisticated AI. It probably took billions of dollars to create. And what do we get? Birth defects. Excellent. Top tier. Money well spent. Oh, no. No. Paul. Absolutely. 4? There's 3 more of these? What? This is a sequel? You need to... Sir. It's time to stop. Okay? Oh, good. More AI art. And I appreciate how even the AI has managed to assume that those extra holes in dinosaur skulls must be eye holes. They aren't. They absolutely are not. And this is just an abomination. This poor animal is suffering. Those eyes aren't even centered. Paul! What did I just say? Absolutely not! I kind of feel bad for making fun of this one, since it's clearly a children's show, but man, there's a lot going on here. Are these supposed to be Parasaurolophuluses or pterosaurs? Because they look more like the latter to me. And where's the wings? And these are 2 entirely different species of ceratopsians. Also, this guy looks chill, though. I like him. He's cute. Roar! Roar! Fear me! Roar!
As you can see, I have not had a really solid life so far, as I appear to be missing my neck. But my mother always told me to be strong in life, and that's how I made it this far.
Okay, no, seriously, it is absolutely time to stop. You need to stop. All of you need to stop. Go to church. I am calling the police otherwise. Oh, good. More familiar territory. I never thought I'd be relieved to see a bad dinosaur statue. And I mean, you know, they tried. This is probably at some kid's park. Though he looks pretty dilapidated. He appears to be missing an eye. I think this might be a cadaver. Okay, I know this doesn't seem cursed, and it seems like a weird choice to even put here, but understand, I found this image on a website that sells children's puzzles. So you could buy this as a puzzle to give to a child, and I just think the concept here is hilarious. Obviously the T-Rex is breaking through a wall or something, but why is there a Labrador here? What's with the random Labrador? We have Rawr Puppy. Rawr Puppy. Rawr is a puppy. Like, what were they going for? I don't understand. This one actually looks really good, and there's a reason for it. This is a professional work done for Magic the Gathering. So this is a Wizards of the Coast product, and I look forward to a SWAT team breaking into my house, wondering how I got a hold of it. It was Google image search, please don't kill me. But the reason I'm putting it here is not because I expect any accuracy out of Magic the Gathering. It's a fantasy card game, and I've played it. I really like Magic, but I just love the scale here. This creature is obviously based off the Tyrannosaurus. But look at the dinosaurs around it. How big is that T-Rex? Those are sauropods. That's a ceratopsian. It doesn't even come up to his knee. How big is this T-Rex? That's horrifying. He's like Godzilla size. Unless, of course, the other dinosaurs around him are like really, really tiny, and it's just making him look way bigger. But given the trees over here, now I'm pretty sure he's just huge. That is actually objectively horrifying. Pretty sure that's based off of the Indoraptor. So not really a cursed image, just a, hey, maybe we shouldn't try to play God kind of image, you know? He's got a human skull. He's not messing around! I laughed at this one. I did. I also adore how the illustrator realized that there would be a problem if they drew the dinosaur on the cover of Dinosaur Fantastic that he's actually reading. Because it would be, like, impossible. But he omitted him, so now he's got a copy, I guess, of the book without him, and now he's in it, and he's got a t-shirt on, and he's got, like, little claws. How's he gonna turn the pages? I don't understand. Also, a no caveman button. Is he a protester? Is he protesting our existence? He's protesting humanity, guys. There's a lot going on here. It's pretty funny, not gonna lie. Like, I'm not even mad about this one.
Brother, the blood. I'm bleeding from my mouth again. I don't know how much longer I can live like this. Be strong, Curtis. Be strong for Mother. Oh, hey there, kids. Are you ready to get swole?
What have you done to my poor girl, Blue? It looks kind of like a Courage the Cowardly Dog character to me. Minus the blood, I suppose. Like, this was clearly a bad batch from Dr. Wu's cloning lab. That's where I'm at with it. There's no other explanation for this horror show right here. Speaking of horror shows, I have so many questions about this statue. Where's the sauropod's body? Where's the Rex's, for that matter? I can't even tell what that one is. I guess the rest of it was cut off. Maybe the artist just didn't have enough money to finish it. Had it been finished, it wouldn't be the worst thing in the world. Probably not cursed, but as it is, man, it's bizarre. Oh, good. More AI art. And I don't even know if I could class this as a flying reptile. What is it? How do the wings even work on this thing? I swear, AIs just love to put random limbs all over the place. And everyone wonders why Shodan made so many horrific abominations in System Shock. It's because AIs can't do anything else. They don't know any better. See what I mean? I mean, this looks okay at first glance, but I don't know if you've noticed this, but this, I assume sauropod in the background is kind of missing a body. Therefore, that head is coming out of this animal, and I'm not even sure if these are supposed to be dinosaurs. They kind of look more like mammals, because that's a hippo's body. Like, isn't it? It's something close. So I'm not really sure what these are, but I will promise you this, if I ever do get the funds to create my own Jurassic Park and start cloning animals, AI is not going to be involved in it. At all. At all. Because, listen, I may be crazy enough to attempt to clone dinosaurs, but even I know getting AI involved is a bad idea. See what I mean? Do you see what's gonna happen if I do that? This is like every complex organism that has ever lived crammed into one. We have mammalian-style horns. We have dinosaur-like tail. Is that a wing or a shark's fin? I don't even know. This creature is suffering. Behold the mighty vestigial fifth leg. Behold! This is what happens when you let computers attempt to do God's work. Okay? Okay? I'm just saying. Now, this was obviously a human who decided to do this. Some people might find this funny. Some might find it unspeakably terrifying. I find it, I don't know, because, I really liked Barney when I was little. And this is more upsetting than anything. But I guess that skull is a little bit paleontologically accurate. You know? I mean, that's something. What is with the AIs and not understanding that those extra holes were not for more eyes? Also, I love the bottom jaw here, which is way shorter than the top jaw. Tell me what the top jaw's extra teeth were for then. What were they for? What were they for? Why would you have them if you can't bite on anything? There's nothing to bite on, because the lower jaw is really short. Did you even think about that? No, you didn't, because you're AI, and you can't do anything properly! One might consider this not cursed, but actually accurate. But we now have to recognize that this is what a T-Rex may have properly looked like. And if so, that is terrifying. Maybe we don't need to invent time travel. Maybe that's unnecessary. You know? Now see, this was labeled as an AI dinosaur abomination type deal. But we're really blurring the line between what constitutes bad paleo art and a Lovecraftian horror. I'm leaning towards the latter on this particular thing. Because what else would you call it? Speaking of Lovecraftian horror, it's AI again, and you know, at least the raptor with the short jaw still had it. I'm not even clear how this animal would ever eat anything. It actually looks like an old war wound, like he once bit down on a hand grenade. Like, that's what it looks like. This creature's gonna starve. How do you know that the T-Rexes didn't celebrate Thanksgiving? How do you know? How do you know that? You don't know anything. Maybe they did. Maybe they all sat around at the table and made peace with the Triceratops before eating them. Okay, listen. There's a lot wrong here that I could go list. The teeth they're like only part of the way up the snout, and the bottom jaw is shorter than the top jaw, and I think this might be an AI one. Just a fair warning. There's a lot of AI in this particular batch. I just thought I'd mention that. It's one of those things. You'll get over it. It's fine. I mean, it's not fine. Obviously, it's terrible, but you'll get over it. Oh, no. No, we're not doing this today. I think this should be banned from all forthcoming videos in general. I feel that would be an appropriate thing to have happen. I'm sorry, what? Lola. The what Allosaurus Summer? The what? What? Allosaurus? The what? Lola. Please. No. Absolutely not. At first, when I looked at this, I thought this Carnosaur had no eyes. Untrue. Oh, it does. But they are the tiniest itty-bitty eyes I've ever seen. I mean, like, at least in terms of scale based off of overall body size, those eyes might as well not even be there. And why? Who thought that was a good idea? Why would you make it this way? I'm pretty sure, again, I'm not sure about the scale on this particular statue, but I'm pretty sure those are smaller than human eyes. Which, no. I mean, there's a lot wrong with this. But the eyes, man. Larger eyes would have made this a serviceable statue, you know? Speaking of servicing and statues, I think this one is in dire need of some of that. Honestly, looking at it, it probably wouldn't have been, like, a great realistic rendition of whatever it was, you know, when it was new, but as a cartoony, you know, style dinosaur, it probably was fine. But as we can see, just like the original dinosaurs, time catches up with all of us. And soon we are ground to fine dust, and even our memories are cast out, scattered in the wind. But hey, there's a gift shop and clean restrooms. Thank you. Thank you for that. Somehow AI goes out of its way to make things objectively horrifying. And I was mystified by this, because first of all, the prompt for this was apparently not a shark at all, and somehow they got it. But also, a shark is a creature with a large mouth and a lot of teeth. And yet somehow you've taken this one defining characteristic and made it too much. It's kind of hard to do that, but yet here you are. I wanted to complain about this particular rendition of a raptor in this anime, but based off of the human, apparently proportions are all over the place, so I'm not sure whether I can judge. Okay, now I can judge. What the heck is going on here? That forward-facing look does not suit this art direction well in any way. What? Ah, excellent. I was waiting for my alien horror from my AI dinosaurs, and yeah, we got that. We have, well, in the background we have multiple mouth tyrannosaur with some abominable feet. I don't even know. We got a tripod something up here, and really, we should not allow computers to create life under any circumstances, as I feel it would result in some horrific consequences. That's kind of where I'm at with it. It took me forever to figure out why this bothered me so much, and then I realized what the issue is. The legs are so long, to the point they're longer than the neck. And on a sauropod, even a brachiosaur, I don't know, there's just something off about it. Is it me? Is it just me? I feel like there's something off about this. It could also be not so much that the legs are long, but that the body is very skinny? Like, at least by brachiosaur standards. I mean, it looks hungry. Someone give it a snack. Ah, cool. Some old school paleo art. And, I mean, everything about it looks sufficiently old school, but what the heck is up with this theropod? That back, plus the neck, the backbone, this animal's spine is at a precise right angle. I've never seen anything like this before. And I mean, it's wrong, but also it just looks painful. Also, the head looks way too big for the body, but even if that wasn't a thing, like, why that angle? Why is it so spot on? Why? Any of it? Okay, admittedly, this one was more for laughs, so we'll take it. And the idea was to take a pterosaur skeleton, but make it into a terrestrial herbivore, which, I mean, mission accomplished, I guess, but also, abomination? Yes? Yes? Yes, abomination. Good work. Solid job. Okay, see, speaking of abominations, can we not combine dinosaurs and aliens? For any length of time, really. This is a whole lot of... You know, I was about to say a whole lot of no, but then I realized that this is just a Gorn from Star Trek. Which, looked at in that vein, it's really not that bad. And a special thank you to my apex predators, Arthur Roy, Dr. Razor78, and Metal for Life Guy. Till next time, this is Darkness, individual of fun, farewell.